Very good morning. Fine. So, in our last two classes, already we have discussed about the parts of speech, and we also have done one type of exercise. Clear? So, for each and every topic, we have to, as already I told you yesterday, for each and every topic, the number of exercises is most important. That is the most. For any one theory class or for any one theory, it will not take much more time. But for practice, definitely you will get some different doubts that theoretical knowledge will help you there. So don't what I want to say. Don't be neglected to do the practice of exercise, right now. So doing more exercises definitely will help you to make or to help you to become as a perfect candidate in that particular concerned topic, right? So as we have discussed earlier, now we are going to do another exercise which will definitely make you to feel better. Clear now? So this is another type of exercise. So in a particular sentence, Rome is not built in a day. So regarding this particular sentence, he may ask you noun, he may ask you verb, and whatever that it may be. So you have to pay your concentration on the underlined part of the sentence. Suppose if I underline on this will be noun. If I underline this one, this will be verb, and this is the noun. Clear now? So here you see 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 3 and 4. There are four words are there. So out of these 4 words, this will be noun, and this will be verb, and this will be noun again. So this is can play is the verb. If it is subdivided, this is a helping verb and this is verb. Again, if it is divided, I mean to say, if we go to the deep to the subject, this is a helping verb, then this helping verb also called as a auxiliary verb. Right now, in broad sense, we can call all these as a helping verb or auxiliary verbs. But if we go to the deep to the subject, again this will be called as a modal auxiliary. Modal auxiliary. Clear now? This is the deep discussion of the subject. Slow and steady wins the race. So, by giving this one sentence, he may ask you your question may be like this. Your question may be like this. Your question may be like this. So in this sentence you have to find out the verb. He asked for verb, na? This is verb. And what about this? If he asks, what about this? This will be called as a conjunction. This will be called as a conjunction. Clear? So this is the way to do the exercise. And another type of question he may give you. So your question may be like this. The tea tastes, two options may be given. Strong and strongly. So there you may be confused. Which will be the right? This one or this one? Of course, why I am telling you that, definitely you will feel one confusion. Why? Because you may think that these two may be right. This one is right and this one also right. But you have to go to the deep subject. The tea tastes. Suppose question may be like in different way. Your question. Find out adverb. Find out adjective. So which one is adjective and which one is adverb? This one is what about this one? What about this and what about this? Whether it is adverb or adjective. This is adverb or adjective. So this is the confusion. Just what I am going to say. Here you see we have two words, strong and strongly. So the tea tastes strong. The tea tastes strong. This is the adverb. The tea tastes strong. But if we ask you, find out the adjective or fill the blank with the adjective. So you must know which one is adjective out of these two. This one or this one. Which one is adjective? So the tea tastes strongly. This is the adjective. So this is the way to do the exercise. And another one, the books so fill the blank with the preposition. So the books lay on the table. If he asks you in the way, fill the blank with a preposition, you have to write on. Or otherwise, if he asks you to find out the preposition or to find out the underlined word, this is underlined, this will be preposition. The books now lay where, the table now. You see how we are able to divide each and every one. The books lay on the table. Noun, verb, preposition, and again noun. Clear na? Boys are waiting at the school. So, regard to this question, he may underline each and every word. He may underline each and every word, or he may underline any one word to find out what is the word. So this is the pure bifurcation. Boys, noun, are waiting, verb, actor, preposition, the school. Now, I told you now in the last example, it is verb. If it is subdivided into, that is this is a helping verb and this is a verb. Boys are waiting at the school. Helping verb and verb. If you go to the subject, are helping verb. Which type of helping verb? Auxiliary. 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 It is not this one is not called a model auxiliary. Model auxiliaries are different. Clear na? Fine. Another type of example exercise we are doing now. Madhav is rich. He doesn't want to, he doesn't spend a pie. You know pie? Pie means one rupee or one rupee coin or 2 rupee coin, whatever that means. So, in your practical exam, in your practical life, question may be given like this: Madhav is rich. He doesn't spend a pie. So your question may be combine the sentence with the conclusion. He may ask you, join the sentence with the conjunction. So you must know which you have to join these two sentences with one conjunction. That is, the answer is Madhav is rich, but he doesn't spend a pie. So you have this is one sentence, this is another sentence. So you have to add these two sentences into one by using one conjunction. By using one conjunction. Here Madhav is rich, but but is the conjunction. But is the conjunction. Madhav is rich, but he doesn't spend a pie. So this is the way to join these two sentences. Why? Because as already we have discussed in the parts of speech that what is the action of the conjunction? What is the duty of the conjunction? Conjunction duty is to join two words or two sentences. This is the duty. Right now, it's clear now? Good. Another model example. Meena doubts if she will pass the test. Meena doubts if she will pass the test. Find out the conjunction. Find out the conjunction. Meena doubts. This is one individual sentence. Why? Because it is called as individual, because this is the sentence which is having its own meaning. Without this, you can have one meaning. That is Meena doubts. Meena doubting something. What? This is the sentence. She will pass the test. This is another sentence. But here the thing is that this sentence definitely depend on its first sentence to get a full meaning. So without this you will not get the right meaning. You will be confused. She will pass the test. This is individual sentence. This is individual sentence. But in the combined sentence, you have to add with this. So this is called as a conjunction. Or otherwise, this will be called as a conditional clause. This will be called as a conditional clause. How it is? We will have a deep discussion in the chapters of conjunction. But now, just I am going to explain one thing. Meena doubts if she will pass the test. Meena doubt. She is having a little bit of doubt whether she pass or not. Yes, in some sentences you can write here whether also. So Meena doubts if she will pass the test. Whether she will pass the test or not. She is not confident. Clear, na? Another one more sentence, one more question is that in some sentences we may be having and we may have double adjectives like Madan is kind and helpful. What is kind and what is helpful? Both are having same meaning. Both are having not exact same meaning but having a similar meaning. Like Madan is kind and helpful. So this is one adjective. This is another adjective. If you go to the pure bifurcation of the sentence, again this will be like this. This will be noun. This will be helping verb. Of course, helping verb may not be in a parts of speech. Kind adjective and conjunction helpful. Why these two are called adjectives? Madan is kind. Madan is which type of man? Kind man. So here this kind word highlighted our noun. Madan is which type of boy? Kind boy or kind man. So because of that reason it is called as an adjective. And moreover, Madan is which type of man? Very helpful. Because this is the word helpful also highlighted the quality of the noun. Clear? Fine. So, in our day-to-day practice, you may be giving one question like he solved the problem. He solved the problem. Two words may be given. Two options. That is, he solved the problem quick is wrong. He solved the problem. How he solved the problem? Quickly. This is the, you may be given like this. He may ask you fill in the blanks with any word given below. So you have to tick, you have to write quickly. He solved the problem quickly. Children wear new clothes so you may be given one question like this. So this is very confusing one. So he may ask you to fill the blank with the preposition. He may ask you to fill the blank with the preposition. So children wear new clothes. Most of the students and most of the people may think that on festivals. No, this is wrong. On festivals is wrong. On festival day is right. Festivals is wrong. On festivals, no. So there you have to write a for. There you have to write a for. Children wear new clothes for festivals. Another question may be two sentences may be given and you have to join these two sentences by using what? Joining means whose duty is that? That is the duty of the conjunction. He is late. He was made to stand. He is late and he was made to stand outside. So you may be given two options, as and unless. So there you have to write first of all you have to say the reason. He was made to stand. He was made to stand outside. Why? Then you have to mention as he was late. As he was late. He was made to stand outside as he was late. So this will be the right one. So with this your exercise part is over. Now you have to do by your own for simple questions, very simple questions regarding the parts of speech. They are you have to start your exercise like parts of speech. First question is, how many parts are there? How many parts are there? How many parts are there? You have to leave the place at here. Clear? How many parts are there? You have to write the answer. What is noun? Write it here. And similarly, you have to write the 8 parts. Like what is pronoun? Similarly, fourth one is what is verb? Fifth one is what is adverb? And sixth one is what is adjective? You have to practice by your own. You have to practice by your own. You have to note down the questions like this and you have to give the answers to that. You need not to be confused. I am maintaining the serial number. And the another question is, what is proper noun? So here you should not be confused. Once again I am telling you that there is a difference between pronoun and proper noun. Pronoun is different from a proper noun. So you have to write it. You have to. Yesterday I told you na there are two symptoms. What I mean to say. There are two rules. Once again I am telling you. The rule first one is that a person or a place or a thing, particular name is called a proper noun. Repeating the answer. A person, a place, or a thing, particular name is called as a proper noun. And another weapon which you have in your hand to find out about the proper noun is that proper noun always starts with a capital letter. Repeating the answer. Proper noun always starts with a capital letter. That is the weapon to find out whether it is a pronoun or proper noun. If any word starts with a capital letter, that will be called as a proper noun. And another type of question is that quality of verb. What? And similarly, quality of noun. And here I am giving two questions which are true or false questions. You have to answer. Interjection joins two words or two sentences. True or false. And another one is that adverb says something about a noun. True or false. Clear? With this, your complete concept and complete discussion on parts of speech, and regarding parts of speech, we have also completed 3 exercises. Clear? With this, your concept of parts of speech is over. We need not to spend much more time for the discussion of this parts of speech, because we are having a vast course to complete. So we have to pay and we have to concentrate. We will spend much more time on that. This is very simple concept, just to boost up to you. Okay? Thank you.